All right, everyone, welcome to Group 3 prototype presentation, the final presentation. Our prototype is an application called Glance that is going to save you time and aggravation when trying to locate information that is critical for your day-to-day basis. The Group 3 is composed by Darren, Rachel, Danny, and Jean-Marc. Looking forward to present it. The goals of the actual prototype is to show the evaluator and the user how the application interfaces, the interface looks and feels when viewing, adding, editing, configuring, and deleting linked applications. With the fast pace that everyone lives in, there is a great need for an application that allows the people to actually focus on life instead of searching for the information that we require. And one of the goals of this prototype as well is to ensure that the information and data that is important to the user is highlighted and presented to the user instead of information that is irrelevant and not of interest to this user.
All right, everyone. So the point of view for our prototype is that we've definitely found that information can be overwhelming, but we know that centralizing the information should not be, right? We felt that our app should be able to save time and be efficient, by using our Glance application that has a series of data information application hub that can bring all the users' interests into a centralized application. We wanted to make sure that this was configurable to each of the users' interests, that it was very easy to use and powerful in its functionality. We wanted to make an app that can be a powerful tool for personal and business use. And by its powerful notification engine, it's definitely an efficient way to keep the user up to date with the latest information. Our Group 3 prototype is actually going to simulate the Glance application. It's going to allow a user to run through the standard features of the applications, such as viewing the data integration points, adding and deleting integration points, grouping by date, and many, many more features. Feel free to access the URL listed below. We're also going to list it in the discussion board posting, and you may have to enter the username and password, and if so, just you can use the one listed here, and from that point you should be good. So we're actually going to take a moment and just do a brief example of the prototype that you can walk through and use. So you can see right here, this is the screen of the prototype already logged in, but I'm actually going to refresh it right now so we can start at the beginning. We can see right here with the Glance application, when you first log in, you'll have an option to do numerous different things, right? Some of those options are going to be to check your different data points. So here you can see we have Instagram, traffic, Twitter, text, YouTube, and a meeting notification. So in this case, if I want to see the Instagram post, I just have to click right here, and it jumps me right into the Instagram post that I'm pulling. When I'm done, I can click back to home. You see I also have an option here to delete, so I can go ahead and delete any of the data points. So in this case, I'm going to delete the Instagram data point, and you can see once I click it, it's gone. At the bottom, you also see options for group by date, add new, do not disturb, settings, and help. So if I click group by date, it's actually going to sort all the data points by the date. You can see it's sorting by today, yesterday, and a week ago. If I click add new, it'll give me the option to add a brand new data point. So I click here and simply type in what I'm looking for, click search, and I have my options back. So if I were to click search result 1, where in this case, if it was some type of a weather data point, I click add, and you can see down here, it just added my new data point. If I click the do not disturb mode at the bottom, by clicking that, you'll see at the top, it gives me the option that says do not disturb data feed stop, which can be very useful if you just don't want to receive data, new data for notifications at that time. And when you're done, you just have to click the icon here to remove do not disturb. If you click the widget, you go to settings, which gives you the options to either update your profile, update time interval notifications, update summary options, or set urgency. So as an example, if I wanted to just say set urgency, I can click here, and I can choose the app that I want to set the urgency on. So in this case, I would pick Instagram. And I can say low, medium, high, or urgent. In this case, I choose urgent, right? And then I choose back to home, right? And lastly, we have the option to choose my help menu. And in the help menu, it gives me information all about Glance, right? And at the bottom, I can click frequently asked questions. And you can see it's got a list of all the different frequently asked questions to go by, right? And that is more or less how our prototype demo is. And again, feel free to continue to use our prototype to learn more about our application.
So to explain our prototype, it's supposed to be simplistic and allow the user ease of use in customizing their data integration points. It's supposed to be straightforward with have straightforward options that are not overwhelming. It minimizes the time searching for information and brings all information of interest into one portal. And also, it manages information feeds such as TV, local and world, newspaper headlines, weather reports, social media, traffic, calendar, appointments, emails, text messages, and more. So our question to you would be, first, what application do you find you spend the most time on and why? Secondly, currently, how much time do you spend searching for information that you're interested in? Do you believe that the Glance application will improve your current search time? If yes, by how much? And lastly, if you could change anything at all in our application, what would it be? And that concludes our presentation.